Good morning, beloveds. Um, Hoping for a better day with the Wi-Fi today. Uh, and I'm sorry, I'm a minute late here. Sugar crawled up on my shoulder and was purring in my ear, and I lost track of time, which is a good way to lose track of time. Because one, she's warm, and two, it's a nice. Sugar's got a nice gentle purr. Rita, you can hear from the next room. Sugar's is really quiet. And she was cuddly this morning, and it doesn't always happen. So we try we try and make time to cuddle them when they ask, because cats are independent and they don't always ask for love, and when they do, yeah. So try and do the same thing with people. They don't always ask for love, so when they do, try and make time for it. But yeah, so the weather's been really interesting for the last, since Monday. It's I didn't get to go for a run today. That's why my hair looks extra good this morning. I didn't get to go for a run, so I got up and got on the machine. I woke up several times over the night listening to the thunder, which I don't know if you just heard that, but I did. Hopefully it'll be a much more less interesting ride into work than it was on Monday when it was doing the same thing. So wherever you are, if you're in the Houston area, please be safe, because I know at least one of the creeks is out of its banks. If you don't know how high the water is, please don't drive in it. But on the off chance that the weather does interfere with the Wi-Fi signal, we're going to get this done. All right. Today is The life of the divine is my life. God does not withhold anything from me. All that it is has been given fully unto me to enjoy. The life of God is perfect. It is eternal. It is the essence of all things. That life is God's gift to me. Therefore, this fullness is it within me, ready to manifest through me as I partake of it. Since I am self-choosing, even though divinely endowed, I partake of my divinity only as I let it through. I am always, everywhere, in the midst of plenty. I know that I live in a changeless reality. I am not disturbed by the passage of time, the movement around me, nor the variation of experience I go through. Something within me remains immovable and says, "Be still and know that I am God." I now consciously begin to draw upon life. Okay, let me try this again. I now consciously begin to draw upon the life that is mine. I now begin to re-educate myself, definitely by whatever steps I may, to a belief that there is given unto me a fullness of life that is divine in its origin, eternal in its presence, and always fully available. The life of the Father is my life. The infinite richness of the Father is mine to enjoy. The vital good health and the wisdom, the peace of the Father are mine. All things that proceed from him may be mine. I now claim them. The act of taking is my right and privilege. I exercise it now intelligently and in full faith. I mean, the language hasn't shifted that much, but sometimes his use of punctuation and not articles of are a little confusing. Okay. So let's start with the premise. God does not withhold anything from me. God does not withhold anything from me. So who is withholding from me? Mostly me. Mostly me. And then we have to acknowledge, because we are in relationship, that some of the withholding is happening in, for lack of a better word, we're going to call it the race consciousness. Because we are a community, we do interfere with each other. So it's not all on me withholding from myself. But the important part of that statement is God does not withhold anything from me. God does not withhold anything from me. All that it is has been given fully unto me to enjoy. So what do I need to do to enjoy that? What is my work to do? And part of it is to understand that God is withholding nothing from me. The life of God is perfect. It is eternal. It is the essence of all things. So that's part of our understanding. That life is God's gift to me. Am I willing to accept the gift? And what do I have to do to unwrap that gift? Sometimes, like I said, it's wrapped up a little bit in race consciousness. Therefore, this fullness is within me, ready to manifest through me as I partake of it. There's my responsibility. It's going to come through me, as much as I am willing. How willing am I? I follow David Brewer on social media, and he asked yesterday, do you ever run out of gratitude? And my answer to him was no. But sometimes I get so exhausted that I don't feel it. So then I have to go back to that place, let it well up, and then go take a nap. I'm a big believer in naps. That's how you know you're an adult, when naps are no longer a punishment. Okay. Since I am self-choosing, even though divinely endowed, I partake of my divinity only as I let it through. I am always, everywhere, in the midst of plenty. So, how much are you willing to partake of it? I know that I live in a changeless reality, and he uses the big R right there. So the reality, the big reality, never changes. The little reality, which is what we perceive, changes all of the time, and it changes based on us. What we are thinking, what we are feeling, and how we are interacting with everyone else. That's that community. We are we are one in a multitude, and so there is some community to this. Let's see. I am not disturbed by the passage of time, the movement around me, nor the variations of experience I go through. So, and that struck me. I am not disturbed by the variations of experience that I go through, because we've all had them. We've all had experiences that we would prefer not to have had. The goal is to understand that those experiences didn't come from spirit. They didn't come from God. They're not gifts of God. They are us being human and interacting with other spirits, having human experiences. And to learn what we need to learn from the experiences that we've had, and not to be disturbed by them. To let them teach us what we can learn from them, because, I mean, honestly, when you have a bad experience, whatever it is, where you take your power back is to learn what you can learn from it and move on. And sometimes I need to hear that too. And today's probably a good day for that. Okay. Something within me remains immovable and says, "Be still and know that I am God." So when we are having non-preferred experiences, be still and know that I am God. When I am exhausted and have run out of gratitude, I didn't run out of gratitude. I need to be still and know that God is there, that Spirit is within me. And when I'm still and let it well up, then I let that healing power flow through me. And then, like I said, I go take a nap. I now consciously begin to draw upon that life that is mine. Again, he's back on the conscious. We have a responsibility in our interactions with Spirit. I now begin to re-educate myself definitely by whatever steps I may to the belief that there is given unto me a fullness of life that is divine in its origin, eternal in its presence, and always fully available. Okay, so re-educate myself definitely. So let's forget who we've been told we are. Let's forget who we think we are. And let's re-educate ourselves as to who we really are. And he says, whatever steps. He's not saying you have to do science of mind. He's not saying you have to follow any particular path. He's saying follow the path that teaches you who you are, whatever that path is. And what you are re-educating yourself into is the belief that what is given unto you is the fullness of life that is divine in its origin, eternal in its presence. It's not going anywhere, and always fully available. The life of the Father is my life. I'm not editing Ernest Holmes. The life of the Father is my life. June is Father's month. The month has Father's Day in it. The life of the Father is my life. All of those wonderful little things that you think of all of the good qualities of a good father. Those are yours. The infinite richness of the Father is mine to enjoy. The vibrant good health, the wisdom, the peace of the Father are mine. All of the things that proceed from him may be mine. I now claim them. That is the act. I now claim them. The act of taking my right and privilege, I exercise it now intelligently and in full faith. I love how he throws intelligently in there at the very end. Make good choices. As Ernest is saying, make good choices. It is yours. It is yours. You are born with this right. It is your birthright. Nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can interfere with your relationship with the divine, with Spirit, unless you allow them to. And I think that's one of the reasons why he used the word re-educate, because he understands that all of the religions have been used to interfere with our relationship. So re-educate yourself by whatever steps you need. This book being one of them. All right. So we have had a good Wi-Fi signal today, but I'm not going to risk it because it's still raining and I heard a roll of thunder. I am going to go and move on with my process of getting ready for work. And I'm going to go have a fantastic day. So I encourage you to go and have a fantastic day. If you do enjoy the sound of rain and you are in this area, today would be a good day to open the windows. So do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself today. Be still and know that you are a beloved child of God, in whom Spirit is well pleased. I will be back with you at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Reverend David will be on with you sometime around 5 today with the daily guides, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, beloveds, know that you are loved. Bye.